Hey guys, this is Stephanie and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Today I'm coming to you with the okay, so basically tag. I was tagged by Read a Book, whose channel I just love. We seem to have pretty similar views on what books we do and don't enjoy, but I feel like she reads different books than I do, so it's really great because it's like getting a recommendation for myself with books I haven't heard of. And I will link her channel below. Definitely go check her out. I'll also link below the person who did this tag originally. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but I will get that linked below. So let's get started. First question is, tell us about your user blog / channel name and tell us your real name. Well, my channel name is Stacks on Stacks on Stacks and I am Stephanie. That is my real name, spelled with an F even, you know? Question number 2. Open your Instagram, search and chat about the first 3 images. All right, the first image is, I guess I'll show it to you. It says, over all the sad stuff, I'm back to work. And it's a friend of mine. I don't know if you can really see that very well. You can kind of see it there. He has a bit of a home gym and I think he hurt himself. So he hasn't been able to CrossFit for a while because he hurt himself, but he's getting back into it and just trying to find that motivation, which I get that. And next is Brews and Reviews. Looks like they took a picture of, I'm thinking that this is a sign on a building that says News and Booze. There, you can, I don't know why you can't see it straight on. You can see it at an angle. News and Booze. I don't know, you girls could do that. And the last one is a picture. My friend Nicole, who actually just moved to town, did not have a wine bottle opener after she moved in. So she made one work, which is basically a nail on the top of the cork and a hammer. It does work. Depends how badly you want to have that wine, I suppose. Okay, question 3. Open your YouTube and talk about the first 3 videos. All right. First one is Brews and Reviews. 100 subscribers, a thank you. They're so great. I'm going to link their channel below because I adore them. And at first it might have just been because I think their accents are completely adorable, but I love it when Kat hates a book. It's beyond entertaining. And I love how Han is so steadfast and faithful to the book she likes and she doesn't apologize for that. And I'm like, yeah. Next is Elliot Brooks with her September favorites, which you can kind of see there. I don't really do favorites videos. I think it's honestly because I don't think I buy enough stuff to have a new favorite. Like I use the same toothpaste, I use the same toothbrush, I buy the same clothes. I don't actually buy a lot of clothes. So I don't feel like I have new things to have new favorites. I love my dogs. This is my September favorite. Don't tell your sister. She is right there, watching me. Creepy. And the third one is the October TBR by none other than Read a Book. You can see it right there. She does these themed TBRs, which is super cute. I think last month or 2 months ago, you had to read a book that was red. And I'm like, a book with red? I think that's great. Question number 4, your favorite song to listen to while reading or writing, and how many plays does it have? I don't actually listen to anything. Well, I don't write. And then I don't actually listen to anything when I read. I find it distracting. I have enough of a wandering mind. Adding another layer is really not going to go over well. Occasionally, I might listen to like classical music or something if I want to like drown something else out. But other than that, I don't listen to any specific music and I don't really listen to any music. Question 5, your favorite book on your shelf at the moment. It is a new addition to my shelf, and I'm going to go with Patrick Ness's The Name of the Wind. It was really hard to choose a favorite book because there are a lot of books that I like on my bookshelf. I actually try to make my shelf mostly books I do like. But this one I read about a month and a half ago, and I still think about it, and that's a good sign in a book. Number 6, your favorite bookish thing that you like to use in your videos. I don't really use things in my videos except books, so I'm gonna say books. when I'm talking about a book in a video, I like to have the book in my hand. I like to rest it against my shoulder. I like to be able to look at it. Sometimes I like to tap it or drum my fingers on it and things like that. I would have to say that's the closest thing to a prop that I use. Other than that, I do usually have a candle that I'm burning while I am filming. But outside of that, I don't really use any props. Question number 7, 3 books that you are dying to reread, but probably never will. Now, this was a hard question to answer. I really like rereading books, so it's hard for me to say I'll never reread a book. I'm just going to say I'm not going to be rereading this book in the foreseeable future, but it is a book I want to reread eventually because I liked it a lot. The first one I'm going to go with is And the Shofar Blew by Francine Rivers. This is one that I actually was thinking about the other day, and I was like, I kind of want to read this. And I want to read it because I'm wondering how well it has weathered the times. It was written in probably 2004 or 5, pre-cell phone, stuff like that. And I want to see how dated the book actually feels. Also, I really did enjoy reading it when I did. And I've only read it one time. Basically, it is a novel about a husband and wife, and he is a pastor in a small church, and then he gets a job at a bigger church and a bigger and a bigger and bigger, and eventually at one of those huge mega churches. And it kind of follows their marriage and their life, and they have kids and their relationships with people outside of their marriage. And it really is a very character-driven book, and it really is an interesting way of seeing how success can change people and really what people are made of at the core of their being. Actually, this sounds really good. Maybe I will reread this soon. I also would like to reread The Help by Catherine Stockett. Now, this is one I read before the movie came out, and I really liked it. And then when I heard they're going to make a movie, I was like, okay, guys, do not screw this up. And I felt like the movie did a pretty good job. But I don't know if this is one I'm going to be rereading in the next 12 months, though this one also sounds really good too. Basically, The Help is about Mississippi in the 1960s, like the early 60s, and it straight on is talking about like racism and it follows a couple perspectives, 2 of which are some Black women who work in the homes of, you could say, upper middle class white women. And then it talks about how these ladies are treating them. And it is a book, again, very character driven, which is probably another reason I really enjoyed it. And it's a book that basically puts into perspective how these women were treated and what they went through. And hopefully by the end of it, you realize how that's not okay. We also follow a girl named Skeeter who is white, and she wants to write a book from the point of view of the Black ladies that work for the white ladies. And she wants to write down some of those stories and experiences and stuff like that, but that's just not something that's done at the time. La 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 la. Read the book, it's great. Maybe I will reread it. This question is not going well. And the third one I picked was Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I can almost guarantee you I will not be reading this in the next 12 months. Basically, it's a classic, and it's about a girl named Jane Eyre, and she's an orphan and she's not treated well, and then she kind of goes to this upper class home and takes a job as a governess. There's secrets involved, there's love involved, the writing is really, really, really slow. I'm pretty sure I finished it. I read it in high school. I might not finish it, but I know what happens at the end, and I know I would like to reread it, but I won't do that in the next 12 months. So we can agree I botched that question, right? Right? Okay, good. Number 8 is Amazing Bookish Finds. This can be books, bookish things, or bookish mementos. Now for this, I am actually going to go with something that I didn't even find. My husband bought it for me for my birthday last year, and it is probably one of my favorite bookish items, and I don't get a chance to really talk about it ever because it's just not out in the open, and that is my personalized embosser. I know it looks like a stapler, but it's not. That my husband had made for me I think last year for my birthday, so that when I buy a new book, automatically I emboss it. So basically, it's just this little circle right down here, and it's just a little raised area. I'm covering up a little piece of it because you can kind of see it there. It does have my last name on that, and though you could probably find my last name, I'm not going to make it easy for you. But it says on the top, from the library of, and in the bottom it says Stephanie. It's really easy to do as well. All you do is, I like to be really consistent on where I emboss my books, and I like to do it the page right before the dedication. and it is easy as whatnot. Basically, all you do, and I'm not going to do it now because I'm not going to get it straight holding it up like this, but you just take the embosser and you slip it on the page like this, and then you press down really hard, and then it leaves that imprint of "This belongs to Stephanie's library." It's probably my favorite little bookish item that I have on every book that I hold up and every book that I own, but you never see. And number 9, the hottest author or author's author crush. I don't think I have any author crushes. I'm not a big crush person to begin with. I know a lot of people say Pierce Brown. He's super good looking. I could not pick that man out of a lineup. So no, I mean, maybe he's good looking. That's great. But there is an author who I think is absolutely beautiful. I would not say bookish crush. I would just say I have eyes and I can see she's beautiful. And that would be Tahira Mafi. I think this is a good picture of her. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. I don't know if I have another book with another picture because I've seen other pictures and, well, she's beautiful in those too. So not a crush, but she is absolutely stunning. So that is my okay, so basically tag. I had a lot of fun doing this. I would like to tag April Sarah, whose channel is fun and quirky and I love her recommendations. I'd also like to tag Hardback Haven, and the way she talks, it's so soft and sweet. Like I could fall asleep listening to her voice. And the last one I'd like to tag is Elliot Brooks, because I always love to hear what Elliot is reading, lots of fiction, and would love to hear what she has to say about this tag. I will link all their channels below. Please feel free to check them out and subscribe. They are all great booktubers. Thank you guys for watching. I love that you watch my silly videos. It means so much to me. Please feel free to like if you like and subscribe if you want to be notified when I have new videos. I usually post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, so be expecting them then. I hope you all have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you're doing, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.